everyone, this is Jenny from Homestead Corner, and I thought I'd do a little update on the homestead because things are changing quick. Spring is here and everything is starting to bloom. These are the cherry blossoms. We have a wild cherry tree out front and they are super beautiful. It's in full bloom. It's just a young tree. We planted it about 5 years ago, but it's growing really fast. You can see it was only maybe 5 feet tall when we planted it. And that sucker's got to be 15 to 18 feet tall now. It's really cool. Anyway, let's check around the homestead and see how everything's going. From a couple weeks ago, and they are taking good, getting nice and big. You can see all down the whole row of them. They're all doing really good. And we've got this top box we plant with lettuce for the chickens. We eat some of it, but most of it goes right to the chickens. And then these two big 4 by 16 foot beds are filled with carrots. My son and I planted those. So there's 400 or 500 carrots in there. They're quite long, the beds. And it's kind of dry here actually, but you know, we've been watering what we can, and we did get a little rain the other night, so that was good. We're hoping for some more. And then we've got four 4x4 beds out here that there's nothing in 3 of them. I got them all cleaned out. I got some fresh compost in there, so they're ready to be planted, but I did not get to those yet. And this one, when we weeded it out, we found a few little thyme plants that made it through. Yay! So there's a couple of little ones in here. Nothing too great right now, but they're still growing and they're green and herbs are good. We'll add some more thyme to this bed and hopefully our herbs will be doing good soon. We still have a frost warning for tonight. Our weather is crazy here in Maine. 80 degrees during the day, 75, 80 degrees. I think it's about 85 right now. It's pretty warm. And then we have a frost warning for tonight. Comfrey all cleaned up. It's starting to come up. It's coming up pretty good. Good little starts. It seems to spread out every year. We got a whole bunch. We got strawberries mixed in here. There's all kinds of random stuff in this bed. But comfrey just overpowers everything. It runs along the whole side of the garage, so it's coming up and it's doing good. Well, still really early, so keep your fingers crossed. And then we planted an apple tree last year. We are so excited. It's really small. It was a sprouted seed in an apple. And now it's got a couple of branches and it made it through the winter and it's doing great. Yay! The chickens are pretty excited about this wonderful weather. And they're cruising around in their pen. They've been out a few times, running around the yard. They like it. They got stumps and all kinds of fun stuff in there. Everybody's doing super good. The new well summers that we got are not loving the outside. I'm not sure what's up with that. I've never had chickens want to be in the coop. But those little ladies want to be in there. Huh. If you guys have any ideas, please let me know. The big girls don't seem to be bothering them too much, but when they're around them, they don't seem to care, but they're just not interested in coming outside. Snow knocked down a lot of our raspberry bushes over here, and so they're all kind of laying down. We got to pick these up, tie them up or something. We got to figure out what we're going to do about that. They are absolutely huge. You can see the stalks are insane on these raspberries. They look really healthy. Even the ones laying down look pretty healthy. There's some that have seen their day, I think. We'll get those cleaned out. But the asparagus is coming up finally. It's just starting. We got one weird curly guy. He's kind of crazy, but he'll still be delicious. There's a few here and there. I don't know. The roots didn't come up like last year. We had a lot more last year. But it's coming up. Maybe it's just the wonky weather. Maybe we'll get more. It'll get busier out here as the days go. We're hoping. Love me. Blueberry bushes are looking amazing. There are little buds all over it. We're going to get tons and tons of blueberries again. And there's another smaller bush back here that's got some great new shoots coming up, nice and tall. And then we have one more. But these are definitely really slow growers. This one is growing like a champ. I love this thing, and the blueberries are huge on it. They're so delicious. But they're getting there, and they're coming along. And then we've got a couple of wild blueberries down here. And these are all getting nice buds on them too. And got a few hornets on them. Not sure why. And we have these little, all over the place, we have these little tiny strawberry plants. And they grow these little teeny bitty strawberries. And my daughters lay out here and eat them. They just lay in the grass and eat strawberries. Silly little girls. So we got the new garden started. This used to be part of the sheep pasture. And so it's all fenced in. And we closed it up with a gate. So to keep animals out, we have a lot of problems with deer. So we got these first two rows here are potatoes. Love us some potatoes. And along the fence we put in, I can't really see them, we put in a couple 4 grapevines. And we've mulched everything with hay to keep the water in and the weeds down. And over here we've got some broccoli planted. We're just getting this planted, so there's nothing really up in here yet. And over here we got 4 good-sized rows of corn. And we have a patch back here with some different random things, extra seeds that I just threw in the ground, calendula, a couple different kinds of lettuce, some spinach, some radishes. And one of my dear friends over at Tammy's Homestead Life, go check her out. She's got so many cool animals and so much fun stuff going on over there. Her YouTube channel is awesome. It's Tammy's Homestead Life. She brought me these awesome bloodroot plants, and they are doing so well. We got them in the ground. They've got some new little things on them, new little shoots, and but everything is looking really good. And I'm really excited and so thankful that she brought me these. Thank you, Tammy. Love them. Okay, and back here I put a couple of the leftover potato spuddy things, and I filled it up with the rest of the onions. So we've got a couple more little rows of onions back here, and a couple 5 or 6 potato start thingies. And then let's see what went in here. Green beans. I really need to make myself some signs because I can't remember. But these are 3 rows of bush green beans that I think they're called Provider. Those suckers put out so many green beans. We grow them every year. I can't wait to show them to you. They're really great beans. They're delicious. They're nice and tender, and they're little teeny bush beans, and they're so good. They're so good, and it's an unbelievable amount that each little plant puts out. Strawberry rows are doing really, really well. We have a ton of dandelions right now, but we just got bees, so we're leaving the dandelions while they're working and grabbing pollen off them. So it does need to be weeded, but that's going to wait a little bit because we want to make sure the bees have enough food. But the strawberries are doing good. They're all coming up. And over here we put 2 rows of pie pumpkins in, some little sugar pumpkins, because I love pie and like pumpkin muffins and pumpkin breads and things like that. And my daughters love it too, so there will be pumpkins in there, I hope. And we got a couple more strawberry plants over here. We planted some sunflowers in the back, and every one of my loofahs died. Yep, every one dead. So, I don't know if they're too late to start. I might start some more. Try one more time. And here is another apple tree. And this apple tree is it was a sprouted seed inside an apple. It doesn't have any branches. It's kind of just one tall shoot. but it's growing and it's green and it looks good. And then we picked up a new hive so we can add more bees because we have one hive right now. This will be our second hive, and hopefully we can get lots of bees. I love bees. They're great, such great little pollinators. They're so interesting too. I just love them. And then we have, let's see, in the greenhouse, gotta do some weeding in here too. Our strawberry plants are, they're okay. They're living. We lost a couple. We replaced them. But they're growing a little bit. It's still so early. It seems so late in the year because we had a wonky spring, but it's still really early. We haven't got around to planting any more herbs yet, but the stuff that our perennial stuff that comes up every year, our green onions are coming up great, and the chives, they're just about ready to bloom, and the garlic that I planted is doing super good. I'm so happy about that. It's growing like crazy. And these other two beds, I did get beets planted in there, so I will have my beets. I like to dry some of them and powder them, and I use them to color soaps with, which is really cool. And you can color fiber with it also. I've done that, which is really fun. So, and then my sage has come back really good. It's getting nice and green, and it came back really good. I think I'm going to fill this whole little bed with sage. There's a couple other little pieces coming up there. But I think I'm going to fill this whole bed with sage, and because I use tons of sage. I love it. Make smudge sticks with it. All kinds of stuff. And the rose is, oh yeah, she's going right up over the top. So, we've got all kinds of goodies. We got a few things in here. Some bee balm and lemon balm and rosemary, and we got a little rose bush down there, and our oregano is out of control already. Look at size in there hiding, little silly guy. And then the other sage is coming back really good, and our chives, and we have a little thyme in there too. So the lilacs are just about to bloom. Ooh, these babies are just about ready, and these are a nice dark purple. I love these. I don't really like the smell of them, but they're so pretty. And we have just one more big project to do. We used to have a greenhouse here in this spot, and we're going to put another greenhouse there. This is where we grew our peppers. We moved the other greenhouse further out there into that fenced-in garden. And we were going to build a wooden greenhouse, but oh my goodness, the cost is more than we can handle at the moment, and we can get one of those 15-foot metal framed greenhouses pretty inexpensive. So we're going to grab another one of those and get that in, and then we'll have our peppers. We have our pepper plants already in the house, and if we can just get them out into a greenhouse, so hopefully by the end of next week we'll have another greenhouse and we'll get our peppers in. So that is where we're at right now. We've done lots and lots of stuff around here, and you can't really see the bees out in the back corner. The trees are starting to fill in. They have a little opening back there. But this is where we're at. We've been working and working and working and getting it done. So we just have herbs and peppers to get in the ground, and we got all kinds of stuff. All right, well, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.